can't see. Is their name eBay? Etsy? I don't know what their name is.
Oh.
Is your name Etsy or eBay? Oh.
eBay.
Is that what it is, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
No, it's not. It's short for my real name.
Oh, Electronic Bay. I got it. No, how's it going? What's up?
Wait, hold on. I'm still trying to figure out. Okay, Skype's off. No, stream's off. All right, hi, Rocco.
Hey, what's happening? Sorry, you didn't hear any of that last stuff I said, did you?
What, you jerking off in high school?
Great. I never did that. That's all rhetorical. Again, I'm really good at improv, comedy. I'm making things up on the spot, so you never know what I say is real or not.
Never know. You could be. I never actually thought about that. If you guys BS a lot of stories just to kind of mix it up.
I would say that about 90% of the time, it's real. Every now and then, I'll say something up, and I'll be like, well, whatever, this will be funny, so I'll jazz it up a little bit. But very rarely.
And does that go for just you or the whole crew?
I would say most of us. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, what brings you here? What's new with you?
Not much. Well, I guess I should tell you I'm going to RTX soon.
Oh, you're going to RTX. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, that's great.
I mean, obviously I'm doing that over PAX because I can only afford one out-of-state convention for the summer. But
okay.
No, I'm going to be at RTX.
Cool. Yeah, that's great. That's great to hear. I think you'll have a lot of fun.
Actually, this wasn't the question I planned to call in with, but I was actually kind of curious. What kind of exhibitors actually are at RTX? Like, do the big guys like Nintendo and Sony and Microsoft all do their deal there, or what happens?
No. Last time it was a lot of... it was a few independent things like us. It was like us, a couple T-shirt companies, a couple other things. Then there were some indie developers. Then there was Microsoft with Halo. And then there was a lot of YouTube shit. And that was, whatever. It was a good little mix. But this time there will be a lot more, I think. I can't speak for Nintendo or Sony or anything like that. I don't think that'll be there. I don't know, though, definitively. But I know of some exhibitors that are coming, and it's going to be a pretty big deal.
All right, cool.
Yeah, they're gonna have a plastic printer there, a 3D printer.
Oh, I actually saw a pretty 3D printer at PAX East.
Really, they had one?
I forget what booth it was, but yeah, I remember just walking by one like the indie area sort of, and there was a 3D printer there, just printing out like little crafts, like little vases and stuff.
I did not know that. Well, cool. Well, yeah, they're gonna have one there. I want that one. Have you heard about that one? They can print food now.
Oh yeah, for like astronauts in space.
Dude, that's awesome. I want one of those for screw the astronauts. I want one for the office. I don't have to leave. I want to print Mexican food and stuff, dude. That'd be good.
Man, it's just so hard to imagine that without any sort of like artificial residue taste on it.
Yeah, like a funky thing that would give you cancer is what I picture.
Yeah, I can't like that's a cool idea, and I'm sure it'll be like edible and like at least taste remotely good. But I feel like it's gonna have like a little something to it. It's gonna be like
exactly, yeah. Mm-hmm. It's gonna taste like the tubing inside the device. Anyway.
What I did call in with was that one thing I've always been kind of curious to hear you elaborate on, that I've always been interested in, was a while back on Facebook you posted about how you watched They Live, and you said that was like a movie that really appealed to like your sense of humor to like a really strong degree, like every scene, and that seemed like, but the way you described it made it sound like literally like everything in that movie like appealed to you. So I was just kind of curious, like what sort of things, like what were some of the bigger things that really jumped out at you? Because it seems like there was a lot going on in your head, but you couldn't really get it out of the Facebook post. I was always kind of wondering like what more you had to say about that.
Yeah, no, it just appealed to every sensibility that I have in terms of sense of humor and enjoy and just I don't know. The movie was guys trying to make a living. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's something you can relate with. Trying to work hard and not getting any respect for it. Okay, that's one layer. Second layer, what's this? What are these glasses? And it's telling me things it's showing me what they really are. Okay, that's another layer. Then you've got my sense of humor is not jokes or gags. My sense of humor is real, is awkward, goofy shit.
Yeah.
Fight scenes that go on way too long. One-liners, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Shooting people right after you go, I'm all out of bubble gum. That's so funny to me. So it's that stuff, but then, man, that one character, I'm trying to remember, though, because you got me on the spot. I can't remember one of the later lines in the movie. They're doing all these things because of what the aliens are doing to them and all this other stuff. And I can't remember the exact line, but they are about to, like, shoot this one dude who's with the aliens who joined with them. And he basically says, how is this any different than what you would do for a company that hires you? Or, you know what I mean? He basically says, like, haven't you sold yourself out? And I just think that counts for so much in that movie. Like, for such a cheeseball, goofball movie.
Yeah.
Hey, you also made a point. What's the difference in what you're doing than what you do, all the bitch work you do to take home a shitty paycheck? You know what I mean? And so to me, to say that in a movie that is just cornball is just, you did it. To me, that's a 10 out of 10 movie. So I really liked it. And the effects. And then it also had, in my opinion, one of the best movie endings of all time.
Yeah.
The girl doing it with this guy, she screams, "What's wrong, baby?" Credits. When something just hard cuts in the middle of a scene to credits set to like electronic music, you're going to get me to laugh every time. So anyway, it just appealed to everything that makes me laugh, that I enjoy in a movie, and it did it all in a fun way, no bullshit. There it is. That's why I liked it. Didn't have to be artsy to make a point. It was cheese. It still made a point,
Oh yeah, no, I mean, I was reading that, like, they definitely made that movie during a really controversial time in, like, politics and, like, what was going on in the media, so
yeah.
I think it was really interesting that, that movie has such, like, a goofy, weird vibe to it, but at the same time, like, there was really strong message behind it.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's still a B movie. But that makes it good to me. I don't know. To me, for a B movie to make a point and be entertaining and do all these things, and I thought that was really cool. I thought that was really, really neat.
Yeah, no, it's great. That's one of those movies that I saw for the first time, and I wasn't utterly blown away. I was like, yeah, it was just pretty entertaining. But the more I thought about it, the more I was like, oh god, they did that and that and that, and that was all.
Yeah. I'm not even saying it's Citizen Kane, but it's just for a movie that I had no expectation for that looked shitty, and it is technically shitty, sort of, in that garage-made movie kind of way. But I don't know, it does everything right. I just love it.
It's great. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. And like I said, the more I think about it, the more it's like, God, I really want to rewatch that again.
Yeah, totally.
Want to pick up that Shout Factory has that spin-off line of like a horror movie Scream Factory that they do, and I know that they got that on there. So I don't know if you watched it on Blu-ray or where you watched it, but that version of the movie definitely looks like a pretty cool one to pick up.
Yeah, I had the Blu-ray. Yeah, the Blu-ray that just came out or whatever.
Oh, good. So you can confirm then that it's a good, solid release.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I dig it.
Do they touch upon it like the themes anymore in like the commentary or whatever? If you checked out the special features,
I didn't. I haven't really seen much of the rest of the stuff, but
okay,
yeah, still it was good.
That also got me kind of thinking about another question. What movie would you say you liked, not because it had like the greatest story ever, or like maybe even a movie that didn't have like a very special story, but had a great execution, like the way it was told was like, wow, that was like a really interesting or different way of doing things.
For a movie that you think that isn't really like,
yeah, for something that had like, maybe just like like an average story, I'd say, or the way they told it was like, oh wow,
that's I feel like I have a good example and I can't think of it. Well, I mean, I love the movie Drive, but let's be honest, it's not like that has the world's greatest story.
Yeah,
but the way that they execute it is so well done that it makes it a great movie. You know what's another movie that I think is like that? I just realized it the other day. I really love the movie 1 Hour Photo. But that is a movie that had anyone else directed it or starred in it, it'd be a D grade movie. It'd be a piece of shit. Wow. But because it's starring Robin Williams, he does an amazing job, and directed by Mark Romanek, who knows lighting, and his cinematography is just second to none. I mean, it's just so interesting. That made it a great movie. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that's answering your question, but that's what I think. I mean, I think that stands out to me as something that wouldn't be good any other way. But yeah.
All right, that's good. Yeah, no, because I was just thinking about this earlier too. And have you ever seen Kronos by Guillermo del Toro? No. That was a movie that I thought had an extremely simple story looking at it. And it wasn't ultimately predictable, but I felt like during it I said to myself yeah, I should have seen this coming. All right, whatever. But the way it was told was just very simple and had a really unique style to the point where it was you got wound up in this story that was pretty simple. This thing happens to this guy, and this is how he was affected by it, and this is how they feel, and blah blah blah. But yeah, that came to mind. Also, it's kind of funny you say 1 Hour Photo because I have because I just got done with finals and everything right now, so I got a big list of movies I plan on going through pretty soon, and 1 Hour Photo is on there. I haven't seen that yet. Oh wow, you should check it out. I really liked it. Is it more like a thriller or drama or? Yeah, suspense. Suspense. All right, that's good. I missed that. Yeah, I think you'll dig it. I had this question that I plan on calling in to the whole podcast and to ask everyone once, but I guess while I'm on here, might as well ask it to you since I call in so rarely. But what would you say is both a comment that was made direct, not about Mega64 but about you personally on a video that absolutely made your day, was the best thing you ever heard said about you, and then the opposite, what was the worst? That's a good question. Man, I have to think about that. Something that really made my day. I mean, there are a lot of comments that make me happy, yeah. But, God, that's so tough. That totally made my day. I don't know. I think the opposite. Yeah. Would be. I think the opposite would be. Yeah, when I did a Good Stuff video with the director John Landis, and everyone just commented, "Oh, your teeth look yellow. Your teeth look yellow in this part," and it's I got this director to be in this video, and you're not talking about that. That made me not want to do videos anymore. But the opposite, I don't know. I get so many nice comments, and they're all really good. I don't know if there's been one that's yeah, that made my day. When people notice a really obscure thing. Yeah, I know. Cause I know you mentioned that in podcasts a lot. Oh wow, this one person caught on this thing that I was hoping someone would. Yeah. That makes my day when I feel I connected to somebody, just in general. What got me thinking about that question though, and wanted to call on the podcast with it was because was from when that whole 4chan thread came up about Mario on the Eva stream. Oh, jeez. And there was just a million comments. I was man, I gotta wonder are these comments I mean, some of them are. I mean, obviously there's some bad ones, but yeah. Is she complimented by some of these things, or is it because I mean, I feel like I know girls personally that would be on both ends of the spectrum. Some that would be ultimately disgusted and not wanting to have anything to do with this, and would want to never be on a podcast or whatever again. And then I know some girls that would just read that and just feel flattered, they feel oh wow, that's nice of them to say. So I was wow, that just made me kind of think of I guess comments towards you guys in what perspective and how you guys take them. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's all funny. So
Yeah.
But I can't speak for her. I don't really know her
Right.
take on it. But yeah, with me, I don't know. It's just what makes my day. I get lots of nice compliments, and that's fine. But what makes my day is when I get comments that are like, I made a joke earlier about, is that the fat guy's GF? This kind of thing makes me give up. That kind of thing does make my day, because I just think to myself, all I'm doing is being myself and having a good time. So if that really wrecked your life, I don't know. Now I'm laughing, so I don't know. That's not really the same thing, I guess, but it's just funny to me. So I don't know. I don't really know what else to say about it.
That's fine.
But yeah.
Also, I think you were on the right earlier about wanting to talk about only like stuff that happened in the past and not the present.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Like that, I feel like I know a lot of people like that actually, who will tell me lots of stories about things that happened in the past, this or that, this crazy like night out or whatever, and like no matter like how detailed or nitty gritty it gets, but like if you try to ask them too many questions about like something currently going on, it's like, yeah, they're not sure if they want to talk about it. So, I mean, it's definitely not like a minority way to feel, I guess you could say.
Yeah, well, that's cool. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just think it's just, whatever. Just don't feel comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Later, it's fun. Things are funny later, and it's in the moment that it's real,
Right.
So, whatever.
And like, especially get it with like the whole podcast format and everything, because like if there's something personal going on now, then there's all those detectives out there that are gonna be like, oh, well, who is it? Who is this person?
Yeah.
And they're gonna do, and that affects someone else. So I mean, that makes complete sense to me.
Sure. Yeah. Well, good. Well, glad to know I have your support.
So you always got it.
Well, thank you very much for your call.
Yeah, I got nothing else. I was just trying to like think of like because I think of like little podcast questions.
Yeah.
Like for these like long periods that I guess I don't call in, and I'm always like, that's not worth for one call. So I'm just trying to like think of everything else. But I think that's it. I just got a few little knick-knack questions out of the way.
Well, now you're gunning for longest call, so I'm cutting you off right here.
No, I'm not.
I called him out. I'm kidding. I like Eric quite a bit. Good old the Doc.